Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that rule well. Salutation to the Yaki and pushing his truth in sincerity to the four corners of the earth. To the few Aqua to listen and learning, be obedient to the husband. They brother Howard from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp. Back on another lesson through the spirit and power, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. As you see, hey, why go after vain things? That kind of deliver will save you in the time of trouble. So I'm going to play this clip here, and I'll bring on the precept in the book of Samuel's, First Samuel's, and just to show this is the mindset of Cheek in Babylon today, when we're heading into a time where you haven't seen before. The Lord is about to bring judgment upon these tutors because why they are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So I will play this clip.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. The Jordan 11, Gamma 11 release date has been canceled. I repeat, the Jordan Gamma 11s have been canceled. They will not be releasing this holiday season anymore. They will not be releasing this holiday season anymore. So if you had plans on getting these Jordan 11 Gammas for Christmas time, as a Christmas present, as a present in general, if your birthday around that time, you might as well forget about it. You might as well forget about it. From what I'm hearing, they saying it's a quality control issue. A quality control issue. Now, my whole life, I ain't heard Jordan Brand going out say it like this. I ain't heard Jordan Brand going out bad like this. Quality control? So in other words, you got a bunch of flea market looking Jordans lying around. You got a bunch of flea market Jordan. Now, if you got somebody trying to sell you some Jordan 11 Gammas early and they saying, oh, I got them from my connect, you getting some fakes. You getting some reps. They selling.
And this is really mindset of these two-thirds. We studying about Jordan 11 retro Gammas, and that is really mindset of these bug-outs. You understand? So I'll get the precept here. And I will start with the book of Luke chapter 21, 12, verse 56, and it read, ye hypocrites. Just going back to the Pharisees, but you understand the vibration of two-thirds today. It says, Pharisees, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? And that is it. I don't even know what is taking place upon the face of the earth right now, because your mind is in the lust of this world. Your eyes, understand, is basically seeking after vanity. Understand? That's why the Lord going to say here, through the men of the Lord, they always bring it out, even in the Old Testament. And they say here in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 21, and it read, it say, and turn ye not aside, for then shall ye go after vain things that cannot profit nor deliver, for they are vain. And we basically understand with these bug out two-thirds choose. They choose to serve the God of this world. You understand? They're not seeking the Lord of Israel. They're not seeing the times that we are living in. You understand? They're not seeing, and let's say here the book of let me get it here, the book of Matthew. And this is the time we are living in. We're living in the times, and all this is the beginning of sorrows. Right? And they're still talking about retros and all these nonsense. Right? So this is the book, I'll go straight to the point. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse go straight to the point, verse 5. It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, seeing that he be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nations, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. It say all these are the beginning of sorrows. And that is it. All these things is taking place right now. And then watch to the four corners of the earth. You understand? You see what's going on right now with the build up, the military build up. You know, the only Navy ships right now in the Caribbean, in the Caribbeans, right? Looking to attack Venezuela. It could happen today, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen anytime. The Lord is building up that because the Lord is about to take away peace from the earth, because this is the sword He's going to use to take away peace from the earth. You understand? This is what Esau was created for. You know, that the son of perdition, to bring destruction. You understand? To bring chaos, right? And plus to with that, they want to bring the NWO, which is a new world order. But yet these jigs, right? They study about Retros 11, right? When Esau right now boxing them in to bring in the MOT, right? He gonna bring in, you know, the digital currency, right? As I see what's going on right now around the world is digital everything, digital ID, digital passport, everything being digital. Because what these elites are doing, they actually digging that trench, right, to box you in. And you all only study our vanity, we cannot save or deliver you in the time of trouble, right? Because you all choose other God. You all choose, that's why we do, Salak, that's why we know you all choose Esau. You all will serve Esau, you all take that mark. A lot of you all will take the mark of the beast because you all, as the scripture say, she that liveth in pleasure is there where she liveth. And we understand Israel is also represented as a woman in the scriptures, so signifies as a woman in the scriptures. And these 2/3, you know, going after that pleasure, going after, especially these women, they going after the pleasure because they have no light in them. You know, all these signs and all these the time we're heading into, you're feeling it through the spirit that hey, the Lord is about to turn it up because you see what's going on all around the world. You understand? All the deletions is be taking place. You understand? The level of wickedness upon the people. But yet you all studying about Retro 11. And it say here in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 5 verse 10, it say, he that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase, then is there. This is also vanity. So that's it. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied. And you understand, silver is a sort of vanity also. Gold, silver, all these things man lost after. Right? They lost after the things of this world. Right? So I was going back into the mat. Is let me see if I get it here. Just be out, man. Let me see if I type it in. Be out, man. It's masters. Right. Master. Can this is the book of this is our straight to the point. This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse, I feel I'll get in the blue letter. I think I had it here already in the blue letter. I was going to enter the meaning of the words. This is the blue letter in the blue letter Bible, Matthew chapter 6 verse 24. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. He cannot serve two gods. Yes, ye cannot serve God and mammon. So you understand, you can't serve Yahweh Hashem Yoshai and serve the God of this world. Let's just show you how this is the vibration of 2/3 today. They don't make the decision. They don't choose who they choose. They don't choose the God of this world. Because let me go down into the meaning of the words so you get a clear understanding, right? So I'll go into the first meaning, serve.
Strong's G 1398, Deluo.
Kind of get the Strong's, Deluo. Going down into it here, it said to be a slave, serve to service, it say, of a nation in subjection to another nation. It said to obey, submit to. In a good case, in a good sense, to yield obedience. In a bad sense, of these who become slaves, to whom base power to yield, to give oneself up to. And as I said, once you take that MOTB, or you go to the book of Revelation 13 and 16, is basically you giving yourself onto, the image, to the beast, to the system, to the man, which we understand when you go down into the breakdown, is Esau Edom. These elites, they pushing themselves and proclaiming themselves to be God. You understand? When I go down into the book of Ezekiel chapter 28, the Lord says he's going to bring these nations to destroy them, to bring them down to the pit. And then they're going to know that they are not God. So you're going to serve a simple mortal man. You understand? And the least, the base man, who the Lord just, put up give a little play, basically to rule the earth, and showing that he cannot even rule it because the people mourning. He rule it in wickedness. He rule it in with witchcraft. He rule it with that evil content. You understand? To come against his brother Jacob. That's why, in the four corners of the earth, when they hear the cry right now, it's Jay crying all for because food price getting high, the wife committing adultery, the children being disobedient, a lack of bread, they can't pay their mortgage. A lot of things is taking place. A lot of them crying out because torn in the flesh because of the chemtrails, of the GMO foods. So when they think about it, right, that they want to serve Mammon, they want to serve the God of this world, Esau Edom, and he's the one who bringing destruction upon the face of the earth. He's the one who bringing that chaos. He's the one who bringing the civil unrest. He's the one who bringing, understand, that vibration of wickedness upon the face of the earth. But yet you all want to be complacent here. Yet you want to see a better day to come in this place. You understand? But the Lord said, love say never come to set peace, but a sword. And this is what the Lord is doing. So that's why they hate the prophets. As we understand, they hate Yahweh Shai first. So imagine for us. If they hate the Lord, who's us? You understand? So they will mock, they will scoff, like yesterday we preaching. They say, no, all these devils. You understand? Passing in the car and shouting on hard. And this is science to show that we are the men of the Lord. Because it say, 1, 2, if every man speak well of you. And you don't see a big crowd around us. You don't see, everybody flocking and want to learn. You understand? Because the proverb wouldn't cease in Israel that the Lord prolonged it so long and yet he ain't coming. When they see the Lord, really do bring judgment and really do show his signs by returning, by bringing plagues, pestilence, famine, death, and destruction upon the face of the earth, then they would know a prophet was among them. Then they're going to seek after the Lord, but it will be too late. It's like what Big Brother the God say, they open in Genesis, but hey, it's too late. We done in Revelation. So does it show that the mindset of 2/3 of all the Lord people, they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem, they're in the spirit of the gods of this world. They want to serve, they want to be, given up to. So they want to give up themselves unto the image of what? Esau Edom. Serve that man, serve the beast man. So I'm going to tell another meaning. It say masters, right? It say to whom a person or thing belongs. So you understand, you want to go and serve Esau Edom, give up yourself unto him, you understand, and you want to belong under that vibration. This is what 2/3 them seeking after, because we don't know the heathens, they go and shove their head first in everything we're pushing forth. I understand this is the vibration of the wicked. All the 17 other nations, they are not that. They for that digital currency. As I see, we're going on in Moab with the digital currency. You understand? Their system done set up. We're going on in Japan. We're going on in Switzerland. They don't see what's going on around the world. But yet they're going to target Jake. No, this is time to target Jake. But Jake have a zeal, but not according to knowledge as you think. They have a zeal for the Lord. They know, hey, this is the mark of the beast. They know, they want to serve them, but we fear the Lord. But that's who Lord is serving. Because the Lord that the white man, deceived them with is a blue eyes, blonde hair, homosexual, which is they call Jesus. You understand? This is where the white man give them and had them in a strong delusion, believing that this is their power. But we understand in these last days, the Lord, revealed the secrets unto the servants, the prophet. The Lord give us the breakdown. The Lord sent Elijah before the dread and terrible day to give us the understanding. The dry bones living in these last days, and we understand the knowledge of the Lord is covered the earth like water covered the sea. So the Lord bring out the truth. In the last day, the earth spirit out also, and we see that, hey, this is not the true living power, the J they calling upon, which we know J was invented in 1524. You understand? So you understand in the Hebrew tongue, you can't translate it in no other language. You understand? It cannot be translated in Spanish, it cannot be translated in other. Hebrew is Hebrew. If you're talking Latin, if you're talking in Hindi, you're talking in Japanese, in Chinese, wherever you're speaking in, was it talking in the Hebrew tongue, it's one language. And that's the thing. This is showing how powerful the name of the Lord is. In any language on the face of the earth, in Hebrew, you have to speak the same thing. Because everything being done decently and in order. Same as the Lord's name. Yahweh, He exists. Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shai, He's our deliverer, our savior. And this is the thing when we break down, because we understand. The Lord give us that eye self to see afar off what is going to take place, and give us His name, which is power, because the name have a vibration behind it. The name have something where we believe, so like the name have a power which we believe, and something that we hope for to get delivered, true. So calling upon the Lord name, we seeing we getting ourselves delivered out of here, hopefully being a part of the Lord's elect. But these are the gods of this world. What is that to bring for you? Because a lot of them calling upon on JC and getting deleted. A lot of them calling upon Allah and getting deleted. A lot of them even deleting themselves and calling upon Allah. That doesn't show you how they are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So when the Lord brings judgment upon them, then they shall know. Continuing, it say, about which He has power to deciding, it say, Master, Lord, the possessor or dispossessor of a thing, the owner, one whom has control of the persons, the master. So that we're going to Esau. Now he's setting up his system right now. He want to become the owner of everybody upon the face of the earth. He want to come and they say one who shall control, and that way he's seeking for. Because when they go into the book of Job, I think it's chapter 20, they go down into it. It speaks about Esau either want to fill his belly, and the Lord said when he's about to fill his belly, that way the Lord going to bring destruction upon him. So you understand the master, right? I'm gonna get on into it here now. It's a alright, let's get my out man. I'm gonna go down into let's say God here. Let me see what it's for God.
Strong's G 2316. Theos.
It say Godhead, Trinity, God the Father, the first person. It say Mashiach, the second person of the Trinity, Holy Spirit, the third. So basically this kind of going off, which we understand. If you really break it down correctly, you understand is basically Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Yeah, basically Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai they're speaking about. So I'll go down into Mammon. It's a treasure, riches. Where is the persafid? What? Persafid and opposite of opposite to God. So basically, this is opposed, so like opposed to God. So basically, it's a riches. Where is a person? Let me see if I get this meaning of this word here. Let's be out, man.
Personify.
Yeah, personified. It's a yeah. Right, let me see if I get it here. It's a by a figure of by a figure in human form. It's a attributes a personal nature of human characteristics to something unhuman. So hey, we understand this. Really go back to the false god. You understand? Who claiming that it have power, who proclaiming that they're serving this basically spirit on the left hand side, because a lot of these the Baphomet and all these other gods that they're calling gods, basically they are deities. They are basically spirits that they worship too. I think it's about an animation. I think it's 7 deadly sins, and when they go down into the 7 deadly sins, it have different deities for all of the 7. You understand? Lust, greed, and I can't remember how the rest go, but you understand lust and all these things, love and all these sides. I don't know if I think love is no one, but I can't remember how the 7 go. But we just have to type it up. Let's be out, man. If I get in video form.
The idea of the 7 deadly sins in Christianity refers to a set of vices or sins that could lead believers away from God and harm their spiritual growth. Many people have heard of the 7 deadly sins, which are pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, lust, and gluttony. These sins have appeared in music.
97 names that basically, they speaks about in the movie 7 deadly sins, and basically the spirits that that they believe that exist. You understand? And this is the spirits on the left hand side. This is Esau, Edom, where they tap into the left hand side spirits and believe that they gain power of it. Same as they worship Satan, because they believe that Satan guiding them to become the new gods or the gods of this world, basically. You understand? Because as we understand, we live in a revived Roman Empire, so basically they claiming to be God. You understand? Because they're seeing that the Lord is watching all the judgment that they are bringing upon tutors and bringing upon the nation of Israel, and not doing nothing. But he don't understand that the Lord have a remnant. The Lord have his chosen, out of the nation of Israel, that is his apple of his eye. So when Esau started to come down against when Esau started to come down against his prophets, what's going to take place? The Lord is going to bring destruction. The Lord is going to bring chaos. The Lord is going to send his chariots. The Lord is going to show his wrath also when he return. Because touch the apple of the Lord, come like a touch of the Lord. You understand? And that's how true it is. And the prophets, we don't, in the mindset of, presenting our bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. We don't, ready to lay our life for our brethren and even for the Lord. Because say precious in the sight of the Lord to see his servants lay his life for him. That's what we paraphrase in the scripture where you understand. This is the vibration that we are under. But these tutors, they are under the spirit of Mammon. They are ready to serve the riches, to basically to serve, to be under that vibration, right? So go back into the closing precepts. All right, it's the book of this one. Hey, this precept, when I read this precept was really upper. Because it giving you when you read it normal, you understand what it say. But when you watch it in a spiritual aspect, you understand fully what it's going into. It say the book of Proverbs 13 verse 11. It say, wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. And that is it. You understand? Once you continue, laboring for this truth, you're going to increase at the end because you're working on a spiritual penny. You understand? But they that of the world, you understand, seeking after wealth and getting vanity. You understand? God, because the Lord say, hey, we're building up all these, that's what we perhaps praising it, but all these riches and these house and all these things gonna get dissolved. You understand? All the riches of this world, your house, your car, everything the Lord gonna destroy, because the Lord coming to bring judgment. The Lord coming to basically destroy Babylon. You understand what thermal nuclear fire. And hey, go up and search up the power of a nuclear weapon, how powerful the blast of a nuclear weapon is. So when they think that they could survive and go into their bunker, they're fooling themselves. Everything gonna get shake up in Babylon. Everything gonna get dissolved. Everything gonna get destroyed in Babylon. So all these retro 11s and all these Christmas trees and hey, furthermore for Christmas. You understand? There's one of these pagan gods they serving and had Jake under that vibration of serving these deities also, these idol gods. You understand? And Jake love to serve these idol gods because why? They not swift to bring forth judgment. And our power that we serve is swift to bring out judgment and also merciful to his elect. So does it show you that hey, we live in a time where the Lord going to send his spirit which is created for vengeance to appease the wrath of him that's to appease the wrath of him that sent them. And this is the time we are heading into. So let us keep on that vibration of serving Mammon and see, because they basically choose their side. They choose their side because they love the father the devil. So I think that is about it here. And the precept in is 1 Timothy. I feel I'm close with that precept. There's a bit out, man. I think I highlight bookmark it. Right, 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. I feel like that from verse 7. It says, for we brought nothing in this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. So that is it. Having clothes and raiment, let us be content. Let us be content with the fruits of our labor. Say to what I for the blessing that he have, blessed us with. Verse 9 it say, but they that will be rich fall in temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drowned men in destruction and perdition. Continuing, it say verse 10 it say, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after they have erred from the faith and prized themselves, pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And that is it. You see, these men now saying that that the heathens now could get delivered. Just all of a sudden, your camp leader, go off, become Pegatron, and then after now, you all now start to talk about the heathen going and get saved. But the Lord talk about all who add and take away from the word. It speaks about it in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 2 in the Old Testament, and then it speaks about it in Revelation 22. I think it's verse 18. It speaks about, do not add or take away from the Lord. The Lord going to add all these plagues that is written in the book. So let's assure that, hey, the Lord going to bring judgment. The Lord going to bring judgment upon these tutors, upon these wicked false prophets, upon the ones them who lead the flocks of the Lord astray. But to the men of Great Millstone, the apostles coming down, hey, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yoshai that they are under the vibration of heralding the coming of Yahweh Shem Yoshai, giving the Lord name no rest until we make Jerusalem a praise upon, until he make Jerusalem a praise upon, if he said it once again. So we exalt Yahweh Shem Yoshai daily. We call upon his name, we sing unto him, and hopefully we make it unto the end. Hopefully we work out our salvation with the fear and trembling, and the Lord find us our sacrifice acceptable to deliver us out of this place. So hey, keep on feeding the sheep, starving your doubts, feeding your faith until the day the Lord return. And we are not children of the dark, but we are children of the light. So we see it when our Father coming. We get the eyesight to see when the Lord coming, but 2/3 they in darkness. Understand? As I go into the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 22, it say, for thy eye is the light. You understand? So let me see if I get time to close with that. And seeing a force in the light, that you know that, hey, let the light so shine. So as I say here in the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 22, it says the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So that is it. Was your eye single? Basically, you focus on this ministry, you focus on, your walk, you work on your salvation with fear and trembling. Then you're seeking for to enter into the kingdom of heaven. You're working on your spiritual penny. Going back into your labor, you're going to get increased. You're laboring for the truth. So you understand that, hey, fuck these retro 11, fuck these Christianity doctrine, fuck all these Christmas and holidays. You understand? We celebrate holy days. You understand? Because we're heading into a lot of holy days like Purim coming back. We celebrate just recently tabernacles. We celebrate, we blow the trumpets. All these things we celebrate holy days. You understand? And it's be yappa amongst the brethren because we rehearsing the righteous acts. So this is the vibration we are to be in. Fuck this world and the vibration that it under. So we seeking a world when dwelt righteousness, where Yahweh Hashem Shai ruling under King David under, and then the 144,000 elect men, and then the nation of Israel coming back to the elect. And we also understand that the Lord going to save a remnant of Israel, because have an elect of the elect. So with that, I hope you understand that we living in a time to seek Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. Be like the church of Berea, go down into meaning of words, go down into the Hebrew, find the Lord that is served, find the power, stand to deliver you from the dread and terrible times that we are heading into. Hopefully that the Lord deliver us and we make it out of this place. So, hey, keep on, pushing forward, brethren. Keep on pushing upward by being obedient, being, in full subjection unto your husband, because through, Amon Lord, that is the only way you're going to get saved. So with that, we're going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rukakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone once again that rule well. Salvation to the Yaki and in truth, in sincerity to the four corners of the earth, to the few aqua to listen and learn, being obedient to the husband. Hey, on to the next one. Shalom.